be there with my +1, Brian. He's a lawyer? Model.
And we're here at Regina's Brood Awakenings with the creator of Zarqa Nawaz. Hi, Zarqa.
Hi, Costa.
It's great to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
What came about? How did you come up with this idea to do this trailer?
I was trying to think of a topic that would be really exciting, and my mind went back to a few years ago when I was reading all these think pieces about The Big Sick and Aziz Ansari's show, Master of None, and a whole bunch of other shows. And a lot of South Asian women were writing about comedy and film and how they were seeing, brown men hooking up with white women. And they're like, what's going on with Hollywood? Like, why don't we see brown with brown or black with black? Like, is the white woman sort of a trophy character, where she's the one that's the elevated one, the one that people desire? And it was sort of interesting. I was reading all these think pieces and I thought it would be fun to make fun of that stereotype. Like, if a husband decided to, dump his brown wife for a white woman, then what if his brown wife decided to compete with him with her white trophy? And it's like, I'll meet your white trophy with my white trophy. And I wanted to play with that idea because those think pieces really inspired this idea. So that's what inspired the trailer.
So you had this great idea, and we just saw in the trailer. So what was going on that got it to the stage of the trailer? What led up to that?
Well, what I was thinking about trying to get back into television again, and I was thinking, how does one get into television? And
I don't know, you tell me.
And I noticed a lot of stand-up comedians make television shows. And I thought, I should try stand-up comedy because I went into making Little Mosque and Prairie and I sort of skipped that stage. And stand-up is a great avenue for learning how to act, for learning how to perform in front of large audiences, to be more natural and more comfortable in your skin. So and it's also a very, very, very scary thing to do. And it makes you uncomfortable, your performance anxiety, and I had a lot of that. And I thought, you have to do what makes you uncomfortable if you want to grow as a performer. So I started doing stand-up here in Regina. And even here in Brood Awakenings, I performed with the Hitchhikers troupe.
Oh, great.
And it was amazing. And so I was doing it for 8 months, and I was getting better and better and stronger. And then the pandemic hit. And that sort of ended the stand-up. And a friend said, listen, don't stop. Just start applying for television grants. So I did. And one of the grants I got involved making a trailer for a potential television series. And the idea is that you make the trailer and you try to create discoverability around the trailer to prove to the funding bodies that you can get a lot of eyes to the trailer, so that when you make the television series, it won't sort of disappear into the world of internet, morass, because there's just so much coming out right now because of streaming. And that's where I am right now, is trying to get as much attention as possible to this trailer so that we can convince the funding bodies to give us enough money to make the first season.
And hopefully we can help, and we'll let people at home know at the end of the interview how they can get involved. But what hopes do you have, and this is looking ahead, I don't want to jinx things, but what hopes do you have of the location of this show?
My hope, my dearest hope, is to get the funding and to make the first season here in Saskatchewan, and to bring the television industry back here in Saskatchewan that, has been, after we lost the tax credit, a lot of people left to Toronto and Vancouver. And so what I want to do is bring it back here and convince the funding agencies here in Saskatchewan that we have a viable film and television industry.
Why is that so important to you?
Because I live here and my family is here and this is my home, and I'm tired of always having to travel to Toronto to make shows. I want to make it here where I live, and there's such a vibrant filmmaking and television community that existed here before, when Corner Gas and Little Mosque and the Prairie, they were made. These two shows pretty much gave the confidence our entire national industry had to make television shows. And I feel it started here in Saskatchewan. So we can do it, and we have done it. And so I want to bring that confidence back to our province and convince our government that this is where it should be happening.
You're acting. I mean, I know you as a writer. You were the creator and the writer of one of the writers of Little Mosque on the Prairie. What's it like acting for you?
Oh my God, it was. I didn't expect to be acting this soon. I was hoping like maybe 2 years into the stand-up, then I would hire an acting coach and take acting lessons. But then the pandemic happened and I was, I got the funding for the trailer, and suddenly, I'm acting. And so the director, who was actually also an acting coach, Liz Whitmere, she said, you can do it, and I will help you do it, and we will go slowly, and we will do as many takes as you want. And she coached me through it.
It's been out for a few days, the trailer. What's been the reaction on social media so far?
Oh my God, it's incredible. We've had, after I think 48 hours, 30,000 views on Twitter, and so it's been great. Like, we've been so happy with the organic response of people enjoying it and retweeting it and putting it on Instagram and Facebook. So it's been amazing.
Well, that's great to hear. And who knows, maybe we'll be shooting a TV series in Regina. Wouldn't that be kind of novel?
It would be amazing concept.
Thank you very much, and best of luck with this trailer and this project, Zarqa.
Thanks so much for having me on.
So make sure you connect with Zarqa on her social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's where you can reach her. Check out the trailer, like it, share it, comment, and remember, your online endorsement will help get this show shot in Regina.